الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا لا إله إلا الله وحده أنجز وعدا ونصر عبدا وعز جندا وهزم الأحزاب وحدا لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد
صلى الله عليه وسلم
وعلى
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم. Viewers at home, I greet you in the most wonderful greeting, saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu. I want to welcome you to another episode of your program, Eternal Bliss, a program of Nasrullah Al-Fatih Society, NASFAT. Today on the program, we want to look at safeguarding marriages during the lockdown. And with me today on the program to discuss this topic is the Chief Missioner of Nasrullah Al-Fatih, a certified trainer of Islamic Education Trust, IET, the person of Imam AbdulAziz Mahroof Onike. Imam AbdulAziz, you're welcome for the program, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. Today we want to look at safeguarding our marriages during the period of the lockdown. First and foremost, let's look at what Islam says, the essence of marriage itself.
Thank you. And I welcome all the viewers at home. Let's look at it from the basis. What is the objective of Islam? The objective of Islam is the promotion and enhancement of benefit and removal of harm. This has been broken down into so many items by the scholars, and they are listed as the protection of religion, the protection of intellect, the protection of property, the protection of family, the protection of honor. But part of protection of family is marriage. And if you look at the kind of attention paid to marriage by the scriptures, by the Quran and Sunnah, you realize that there are so many discussions surrounding marriage. When you talk about Ida, the waiting period of a woman that loses her husband, the waiting period of a woman who divorces her husband, you talk about how Islam encourages, how Quran and Islam encourage marriage and discourage fornication and discourage divorce. The way it talks about marital conflict resolution process in Quran chapter 4 verse 34 to 35, the way it talks about taking care of wife, the way it talks about breastfeeding, the way it talks about house maintenance, everything revolves around marriage. And so it shows the kind of importance attached to marriage by Islam, because Islam knows that if you have a good family, you are going to have a good community. if you have a good community, we're going to have a good state. If you have all people of a state to be good, you have all people of a particular country to be good, then the entire people of the world will be good. And that is why Islam pays so much attention to the issue of marriage. Going back to your question, the essence of marriage in Islam, this is clearly stated in Quran chapter 30, verse 21, where Allah says, Bada a'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, wa min ayatihi an khalaqa lakum min anfusikum azwaja litaskunu ilayha wa ja'ala bainakum mawaddatan wa rahma inna fi dhalika laayatin liqaumin yatafakkarun. Wa min ayatihi, part of the signs of Allah, one of the signs of Allah, an khalaqa lakum min anfusikum azwaja, is that He has created for you your partner from among you. Scholars are saying what that means is that Eve was created from Adam, and all other people are now being created. We are the offspring of Adam and Eve. Scholars are saying maybe that is why a couple will look alike by the time they get to old age. Some scholars are saying aswaja means that I created for you your partner among you, means that I've created your partner among your species. Not that a man will marry an animal, not that that an animal will marry a man. That among your species, whichever way, we have been created from each other, with different thinking, with same thinking, with same mentality, with same look. And that is why it is not allowed for any man to have an intercourse with an animal, because you are not created for that. What is the essence of that creation? What is the essence of having us together as husband and wife? Litaskunu ilayha, for you to find tranquility in that woman. Sukun in Arabic means tranquility. It means still. It means silence. And the opposite of it is haraka, moving here and there. Scholars are saying that sukun, that tranquility means you must be the go-to for your husband. You must be the go-to for your wife. Whenever your husband is challenged, whenever your wife is challenged, the first person that will come to his or her mind should be his or her partner. That should be underlined. And that is the essence of marriage in Islam. It's Allah says, and look, mind the word, who is more truthful than the Almighty Allah. The way he fastens his word, the way he weaves his semantics. Say, and Allah has put between you, man and man, love and mercy. He has already put it. That one is showing, is telling us that love is naturally inbuilt. Inside everybody, it's naturally inbuilt. It's not something that you say, let me grow love or let me fall in love. If you fall in love, that's a temporary attraction. Allah says it is naturally inbuilt. But something will make it to blossom. What will make it to blossom is respect. You have to respect each other. And I've mentioned having selective memory, good selective memory for good things you have done, having selective amnesia for the bad you have done to each other, because the person that you hate today may be the person that may become your bosom friend. An uncle told me a story, and he was talking about his wife. He said he will always love his wife. He will always appreciate his wife. I said, what happened? He said she took care of my mother when my mother was sick. It means the person that you hate before, he or she will do something that will make you to like him or her. Allah has put between us love, then warahma, mercy. These two things must be looked at critically. Any marriage that is devoid of love and mercy is not qualified to become marriage. Rahma is one of the names of the Almighty Allah. Rahma is taking care of that person, not wanting anything bad to happen to that person, the kind of Rahma that you have for your child, the kind of Rahma that Prophet Nuh has for his own child. Even despite the fact that the child, Prophet Nuh's child, was recalcitrant, was disobedient to Almighty Allah, Nuh still went to him when he got the information that there will be deluge or flood that will destroy the entire town. He told Allah, Inna ibni min hali wa inna wa'daka la'aqu wa anta akamul hakimin. Say, my son is part of my family. And I know that your judgment will come to pass and your judgment is true. That's the kind of mercy that you must have for your wife. These are signs, part of the signs of Allah for those who can reflect, for those who can think, for those who can ruminate, for those who can look at the signs of Allah and see the wonders of Almighty Allah. The essence of marriage in Islam is as encapsulated in Quran chapter 30, verse 21.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for that. Now, having discussed the essence of marriage, it will be nice if we look at the responsibility of each of the spouse in marriage. What are the responsibilities that Islam has placed on the man as the husband and on the woman as the wife in a marital relationship?
Islam as a way of life, Quran as the brochure of Muslim, both of them, they have not left anything unattended to. I've not left anything in my book that I have not mentioned. In Quran chapter 4 verse 34, the responsibilities of husband and the responsibilities of wife are explained there. And various tafsir, various book of tafsir have taken pains to explain it. Allah says, "Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisaa bima fadala Allahu ba'dahum 'ala ba'din wa bima anfaqu min amwalihim was-salihatu qanitatu hafizatu li-ghaybi ma hafiza wallati ta'afuna nuzuzahunna fa'izuhunna wadribuna fil madaji wajruna fil madaji fadribuhunna." I'm emphasizing that because I'm going to dwell on it extensively later. Allah says, "Ar-rijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisaa." Men are the protectors of women. Men are the maintenance of women. Men are the guardians of women. They are not talking about superiority in terms of sex. We are talking about superiority in terms of responsibility. Because in Islam, men and women are equal in the area of worship in the sight of Allah. In the akramakum, in the lie atikokum, the most honorable ones among you are the most pious ones. That's what Almighty Allah says. Not because of sex. You have so many women who related to this. You have so many women who have done wonderfully well in Islam. What Allah is saying there is that you are the core himon as a husband. You are the core himon. You are the maintainer in as long as you carry out your responsibility. Allah has made you to be above her, because if you have two people on a journey in Islam, somebody must be an imam, somebody must be a leader. It is a joint ticket. That's why we call it contract. Akidun nikah. Nobody is inferior, nobody is superior. Everybody plays different role. There are roles assigned to women. There are roles assigned to men. They can carry pregnancy. You cannot carry pregnancy. They can breastfeed. You cannot breastfeed. You can provide resources. They can also provide resources. There are things that they can do that we cannot do. There are the things that we can do that they cannot do. Nobody can say one is superior. It's like comparing the wings of a bird. That which of the wings of the bird is superior. It's like comparing your two eyes. Which of your two eyes you like more? It's like comparing your two ears. Which of them do you prefer most? It now says, "Arijalu qawwamuna 'ala an-nisaa mufadala ba'dahum 'ala ba'd wa bima anfaqu min amwalihim." Why am I saying you are the maintenance? Why am I saying you are the guardian? Allah is saying that. Why am I saying you are the guardian? It's because of the expenses that you incur on them. It's because of your financial responsibilities on them. In as much as you don't carry out the financial responsibility, that honor, that prestige, that title of being the guardian, or being the maintainer, or being the protector, you have lost the responsibility. Allah says, because of that expenses that you incur, you have to provide for accommodation, you have to provide for her clothes, you have to provide for her feeding. You must not hurt her, you must not harm her, because of that love and mercy. In that says, Christ is now trying to tell us the qualities of a good wife. Solihatu, qanitatu, hafizatu, iligabima hafizallahu. The good wives, in terms of the goodness, can be defined on the basis of moral and justice system in Islam. Everybody knows what is good. We are talking about Islamic principle. I'm not talking about values here. Before value can change, principle cannot change. Whatever is defined to be as good attitude, good habit is what should be displayed by any woman. Konetatu should be God, should be pious, to fear Allah. What Allah has given to her, that private part, she should protect it. The next line, the next verse now is now showing the beauty of Islam, the complete nature of this, the tradition of Islam, the dictated nature of Islam. He said, if you fear any rift between the couple, if you fear any division between the couple, if you fear any rancor between the couple, select an arbitrator from the side of the man, select an arbitrator from the side of the woman. This is crisis, marital crisis solution formula that is available in the Holy Quran. Women are expected to respect their husband. Women are expected to protect their husband family. Women are expected not to invite a visitor that the husband ordinarily wouldn't like to be in his house. You should not invite him or her to the house. It's part of what some scholars call nusus. Men, they have own nusus too. They must not maltreat the woman. They must provide all the things needed for the woman. They must provide it for her. They must not forsake the bed. They must not forsake the bed. And that was why during the time of Umar, it was announced, it was promulgated that a man must not leave his wife for a particular period of time, more than a particular period of time, because of natural instinct. This is, in brevity, the responsibilities of a man in a marriage, the responsibility of a woman in marriage, mercy and love, but for both of them. But taking care of the woman, providing food for her, providing clothes for her, providing accommodation for her, and taking care of all these physical, emotional, and psychological needs and social needs. For the man deserves respect. Man deserves that his property must be well secured, must be well maintained, and the one that they cannot protect by himself, the private part of woman. A woman must not allow anybody to have access to her private part, to her apart from the man. Respect. The woman must respect the man, and the man must respect the woman. It is said that respect is reciprocal. Allah has created men and women to be different physiologically, sociologically, intellectually, and a particular man has he did a research. He interviewed some men, he interviewed some women. He asked the women, what are the things that you don't tell men, but they are disturbing your mind? Women mentioned 7 things. He asked some men too, what are the things that you cannot tell your women, but you know that these things you want it? They mentioned 7 too. The first thing that most of the men mention is respect. And that's what I mentioned the other time, that love is naturally inbuilt. It requires respect for it to blossom. It will surprise you that virtually all the men mention respect, that they don't want anything from their wives apart from respect. There was a wedding that I coordinated one day, and I asked one of the men sitting in front that, Baba, if your wife is to come home today and she kneels down before you and say, my husband, I respect you. I will always respect you. I will never do anything to offend you. How will you react? The man said, all the money in my pocket, I will give it to her. It surprises us too that the finding of that research shows that what is uppermost in the mind of women is love. They want it to be mouthed. They want it to be expressed. They want it to be said to them regularly that I love you. But to us, naturally as men, we don't care about the statement of love. And that's why I gave you the story of one woman who was trying to pull the leg of her husband. She was in the office and said, okay, let me pull the leg of my husband. She called the husband. The husband said, why are you calling me now? She said, I want to hear your voice. He said, you are not serious. What the woman expected was that, I love you, I miss you too. It's one of the things that is missing in most of the marriages now. Even if you don't mean it, Imam Ghazali says you can develop an habit, even if you can fake it. What it means is that any habit that you want to form, you can fake it. If people say when you shake hand with them, you don't smile. Shake hand and continue to smile. You won't know when you get used to it. Our women want us to be saying they want the confirmation, they want the reaffirmation, they want the reassurance that you still love them by saying I love you. And what does it cause? One of the things that women say they want is that they feel bored at times. They want to be given a treat. The woman will cook. The woman will take care of the home. One day, just tell her, let's go out. Let's go to Surprise. Let's go to Mr. Big. They want it. Our men, they say, what do they like? The men said, anytime they call their women to come to bed, the thing pains them so much when their women refuse them. And Prophet ﷺ says that any woman who is invited to bed by her husband and she refuses, the angels will be raining curses. The angels will be raining curses on her till daybreak.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The program you are watching is Eternal Bliss, the program of NASFAT Society, NASFAT. And with me is still Imam Mahroof AbdulAziz Onike, the Chief Missioner of NASFAT, discussing safeguarding marriages during the lockdown. You have dwelt so much on the responsibilities of spouses, the husband, the wife. We observed that during the lockdown, so many marriages are crumbling. There are a lot of problems in the homes because people have actually been dodging these responsibilities in the past. So what is it that we can do to really mitigate against these issues during the lockdown?
As you rightly observed, I read it in one of the foreign newspapers, The Guardian, the paper is called The Guardian, that family problem, matrimonial issues, abuse of women has now gone up in most parts of the world. And we are now reporting cases of people, of husband and wife, killing themselves. It is reported that in the last 2-3 weeks, so many men, husband and wife, they have had issues with themselves. Some of them are reported, some of them could not report because of the lockdown. A lot of women are suffering now. A lot of men are suffering now. People are now looking at what could be the causes of it. One of the causes that have been found to be responsible for that challenge now is the fact that some men who are in the past are regular club goers. They don't go to club again. They are being forced to stay at home with their wives, and they are now used to that kind of life. They now start seeing the mistakes of each other. Number two, the financial responsibility that men have to bear now, and the fact that the economy is down. They are now doing what Yorubas will call Antora Enkara Aitamaje. Some men, because they don't have resources now, they are transferring their aggression to their children. They are transferring their aggression to their wives. Instead of them seizing the opportunity of the lockdown to bond very well with their family, they are not engaging in spousal abuse. They are having a rise in spousal murder cases. This shouldn't be the case. Most of your children who could not recognize you before the lockdown, they can recognize you now. They can relate with you. You should seize the opportunity. And we are learning so much lessons from this lockdown. And that is why I said you have to flip to the other side. There's a book called The Flip Side. That when you are facing a challenge, you look at the opportunity of that challenge. If as a man, the lockdown of a month is making you to be financially down, you need to look at your financial situation. By the time we get out of the lockdown, if you are doing a particular work and you don't have resources that can last you for 3 months in case that job stops, you are in trouble. And that is why most of the people who retire, that's why they find it tough to cope after retirement. It's a lesson for you. Instead of transferring your aggression to your wives, instead of transferring your aggression to your children, you should see the opportunity provided by the lockdown to build your own capacity, to develop yourself, to bond with your family, and you utilize the time that you now have on your hand with little things to do. Maximize it. It is said, and I believe that statement, that if at the end of the lockdown you have not improved in any way, your capacity is not built in any way, you have not learned a skill, you have not learned a language, it is not that you lack time in your life, you lack discipline.
Alhamdulillah, sir, I'm very sure that the people that have listened to you that are facing these challenges must have been thinking of a way of changing their attitude for the better. And I'm sure your prayer at this point can always help them to change this attitude.
Every couple needs to know that there's no perfect marriage. John Gray says, if people are asked who are the best couple in the history of love, in the history of marriage, people will quickly mention Romeo and Juliet. John Gray said because they didn't live long. If they had lived long, there would have been crisis. Prophet had issues with his wife. Some of us, the scholars, we have issues. There's no marriage that is perfect. I pray to the Almighty Allah, all the marriages that are they're having challenges now, may the Almighty Allah strengthen those marriages. We pray to the Almighty Allah to hold the marriages for us. We pray to the Almighty Allah that whatever the challenges that the leader of the family, the men, whatever challenges they are facing, whatever the burden that they are having now, may you ease their burden. May Allah not turn us to beggars. May Allah not turn us to beggars. May Allah not turn us to beggars. Allah mata nabi duaik, wata nabi jabatik, wakada unaka kama matana, fajbina kama watana, ya de jalali wali kirami, innaka la tuklifu limihada, wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim.
Alhamdulillah, thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us. May Almighty Allah reward you abundantly. To the viewers at home, the program you have just watched is Eternal Bliss, the program of Nasrullah Al-Fatih Society, NASFAT. Till we come your way another time for another episode of this program, we say, Masalam wa ila liqa.
Òun ló lè ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ gbàdúrà mi kójú má sí mi. Yá Hayyu yá Qayyum mo ti ké pè ẹ́.